everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the Osasu Show. Last week, we brought you the part 1 of the exclusive interview with His Excellency Barrister Nyesom Wike. Today, we bring you the concluding part. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for sticking tight.
You're welcome.
Last week, we discussed the development and political permutations surrounding the 2019 general elections, as well as the elections in Rivers State. Now we'll continue on that premise. The APC recently, one faction of the APC in your state recently backed Tonye Cole, businessman, MD Sahara Energy, for governorship in your state. What's your reaction to that?
I know Tonye Cole as a businessman. And I will not lie to them. I met with you several times. I do know that Notiwamiti sold most of our property to Tonye Cole, to Sahara. So, Governor Peter Day built gas turbines. And Amechi sold it to Tonye Cole.
That case is still in court, right? Because you've accused him of selling about 112 billion naira worth of gas turbines and other assets across River State to Tonye Cole.
No, it's not $380 million. Was sold, not to the Olympia Hotel. Amechi sold to him. And one of my work was sold to him.
You set up a panel to investigate.
No, yes, we did, and the panel indicted them. Amechi went to court. He lost at the High Court. He went to the Court of Appeal. He lost at the Court of Appeal. He got to the Supreme Court. Records have been submitted to the Supreme Court, but they have not been able to file their briefs of argument. So, for me, these are assets of state government. They were sold to Tonye Cole's company. And that has nothing to do with me and my political fortunes. My own conviction for you to be governor of River State, and like I've said, no more Godfatherism in River State. It will not happen. We are not in Lagos State. No, we are not in River State. I'm not a member of APC. They have their own problems. So she will be able to contend with their problems. But the point is that River State will not accept Godfatherism. We will not accept that. 2, my concern, Rivers people, in these 3 years, the past 3 years, I'm here. Can you, in your conscience, say, I've not done well? I must not be governor. I must not be. But in these 3 years, the past 3 years, I've been governor. Can you check my performance? For 3 years, and those who are here for 8 years, and say, I've not done well.
So you're saying you're not threatened by his emergence, in summary?
Oh my God, threatened by who? Threatened by who? PDP is a dominant party in this state. Whether I'm governor or not, if PDP presents anybody to run, I can tell you the simple truth. People will win. The problem people have, they don't understand that there are states that predominantly conservative. Look, just like in America.
That is what your colleague Peter Ayodele Fayose thought before he lost out, his supported candidate lost out in the gubernatorial election. So how are you certain that you're not going to assume the same fate as he did?
I don't want to limit you. Peter Ayodele Fayose is not here some than 1 week. Anybody who know that Peter did not contest the election. However, by the performance of Peter Ayo did the fire share, there's no way people will have lost the election. All of us know that the federal government came with all their might and did whatever they did. But that does not mean that what happened in Ekiti will happen in Abia, will happen in Imo State, will happen in River State. No, it's not correct. You and I know, and I urge you to go to the field, to go to the public, ask them questions. If you go to them and ask them questions, come back to me and say, look, Mr. Governor, we have done our own investigation. We don't think you can win this election. If you tell me that sincerely, without bias, I will draw. Because I do know Rivers people. The issue is clear. Was that road here today? Was that road here yesterday? It's very clear. Let federal government tell us. See what we have done for Rivers people. Therefore, Rivers people have no excuse but to support us as federal government. Look, you were here yesterday. Rivers, today the president was taking you backwards.
Excellency, if PDP is so popular, why do we see in the National Assembly Senator Osinaka Idelzo, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, yes, has just decamped to the All Progressive Congress? Shouldn't you at least have a grip on one person in the Senate?
We don't feel it any day.
The people of River State are not represented in the red chamber.
So?
The dividends of what they can bring in terms of legislative work, in terms of constituency projects.
Good.
The people.
Good. What have we gotten since?
So you're saying it doesn't matter to you?
I can tell you the simple truth. Mention one thing that River State has gotten in terms of representation of the senator. Tell me the simple truth.
The petroleum industry and gas bill, for instance, having no representative in the Senate means that you cannot effectively contribute.
It has nothing to do with you as an individual. Neither Delta. What affects Rivers affects the Delta State, affects Bayelsa, affects Akwa Ibom, affects across River State. But it also has to do with Senate, House of Representatives. We have people who are in the House of Representatives. So no such bill can pass without a contribution of the two houses. It's not possible.
Speaking of intra-party politics, the PDP has set its convention for October 5th and 6th. Yeah. You are rumored to be backing presidential aspirant Aminu Tambuwal, the governor of Sokoto State. Yeah. Is this true?
It's not true.
Who are you supporting?
Why should I support anybody?
You are a Nigerian. You are a PDP member.
My problem in this country is that people don't want people who will tell them the simple truth. There's no presidential aspirant that don't come to me. Atiku Abubakar came to me. Sudan Amido is one man I respect. He's been with me. McAfee, who was my former chairman of the party, has come. My brother, Governor Dakwambo, has come to me. Turaki, who was former minister, who was my colleague in the first week, has come to me. Shikarao, as I speak, was here. As we are sitting, he was sitting in this room. He told me he will never, for whatever reason it is, to go back to Buhari, for what, but it's politics, it's government. Came to me. Bafrawa came to me. Tambuwal came to me. And I told all of them, I will not give any of them any coordinator for the ambition.
So you're saying as of today, you've not thrown your support behind any of these
not done
presidential
that.
aspirants?
I've not done that. I don't want
Not in secret, not...
What do you mean by secret in politics? What is secret?
Well, there's also another rumor out there that you're also looking to vie for vice president.
Oh my God. You see, can I tell you something? When we started this issue of chairmanship of the party, when they said that the Southwest would produce, I said, no, the Southwest cannot produce, and they don't deserve to produce it. And I came out openly. I didn't hide it. I said, look.
And you received a lot of backlash for that.
It does not matter what backlash is that. I don't give a damn. I don't owe anybody anything. I told them, no, you don't. Why would I support Southwest? Because I know if you want the stability of the party, you don't need Southwest. As I did, I told them that. I came and said, I will support Prince Uche Secondos. Why? I know he's a dissident. And I said, you prefer the South-South. That been the engine room of the party to stabilize the party. And today I've been vindicated. I've been vindicated. All those for the Southwest who wanted to be chairman of the party, 80% of them have all left the party.
They claim that that's due to your high-handedness.
What is high-handed? I don't owe anybody.
And your autonomy in making decisions.
No, it was the autonomy of making decisions. I have a right, and nobody can stop me. You know, the problem in Nigeria is that when you want somebody's support and you don't get it, you go out and say, oh, this man, so how?
But back to my question, Your Excellency, have any of these aspirants promised you the vice president seat?
I can tell you without apology to anybody. Yes, but I said no, I can't.
Who are those aspirants?
I don't need to tell you that. But I told them it's not possible. First of all, I'm a first-time governor. How can I go and run for vice president for opposition party?
So you are emphatically saying to Nigerians watching today that you will not, 100%.
I will not, and I said it, I will never
seek.
I will not even, it's not in the dream. I've never dreamt any day, and that dream will not come.
To be vice president?
I will not. How will it be? The national chairman of the party is from my state. How will I so go and fight for the vice president of the party?
Another issue stemming from the intra-party politics in the People's Democratic Party is the location of the convention.
Yeah.
You allegedly have suggested you wanted to hold in Port Harcourt. Some of the other party leaders have said they wanted to hold in Abuja so it can be bereft of your influence. What's your response to that?
Who are those party leaders that did that? For any of the president aspirants to say, I said it should be put up. In fact, in that meeting, I told them, who is going to sponsor this convention? I will not. If I say will not, we don't have money. What I can provide for them is the venue. None of the president aspirants spoke. None of them opposed. And I asked them a question. Let's go and hold it in Bruno. If you lose, you lose. Let's go to Sokoto. Let's go to Adamawa. Anywhere you want it. You will lose. Because the party executive has been done before now. I was not the chairman. Makravu was the chairman of the party then. When the elections were done to elect party executives. So I was not in charge. I'm not from Katsina State. I'm not from Jigawa State. I'm not from Borno State. Neither am I from Adamawa State. I'm from the state that makes Nigeria to be happy, that they want to kill. Those who are opposed to Port Harcourt are agents of federal government, are agents of APC, and we will reveal very soon. I will reveal them very soon. You can't come and just say, oh, if you go to Port Harcourt.
So are you saying categorically that you are indifferent about whether the convention holds in Port Harcourt or not?
I want the convention to hold in Maiduguri now. I challenge them. If the convention is to be held in Maiduguri tomorrow, those people who are crying will lose. No one governor, not one, can say that Mr. A will be the presidential candidate. Not one. Before Secondus came on board, every governor, all of us met and agreed. You see, people just try to cause confusion. And I tell you, all these people who are causing crisis, who are planted by APC and the federal government to disorganize PDP, will not allow them.
You briefly mentioned the influence of finances when it comes to preparing for elections and conventions and what have you. Recently, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC, accused you of fraud, of withdrawing over 117 billion naira. They claim that you wrote several checks to one person who withdrew over 500 million at a go, and another time about 700 million at a go. You've told your aides, you've told every member of the River State government that they should not appear before the EFCC and they should not respond to these allegations. Why is that?
Very well. You say I wrote checks. Does the government write check? EFCC, if you check the APC membership register, EFCC number 3. EFCC, if you check the HPC retirement, EFCC number 3. You know, the problem we have...
That is not a fact, by the way.
It's a fact, I'm telling you. It's one agency should not respect. With all due respect. And I don't have any respect for them. And I said, no government officer of River State will go to them. And I don't give a damn about them. You see, we must
Isn't
know.
this also the disregard of the rule of law
What
that
is
you
the rule of
accuse the
law?
federal government of?
No.
Aren't you perpetrating the
No,
same
what's the rule of law?
behavior?
No, what is the rule of law?
When you say you have no disregard
I have
for
no
this...
respect for an institution that does not respect the judiciary. Take, for example, in 2007, I was not the governor. River State Government had a battle with EFCC, and Justice Buba of Federal High Court gave a judgment that under the law, EFCC have no right to look into the finances of the state government. It was not me. When Amechi came in 2007, I was there with Chief of Staff. They came. We told them, the court judgment said, you cannot. And they ran away. Now again you came. Yes, it had to appeal. As I speak to you, they have not successfully appealed on that judgment. I have no problem. And I can tell you, and one man that must suspend the court judgment. When I see or when I view Magu, I call him Magu, I don't have respect for him. And I don't give a damn about that. A man who has no respect for the rule of law, I have no respect for him. He celebrates that they convicted 2 governors, ex-governors. He celebrates that going to conviction of so many people. Good.
So you've just buttressed my point that you should respect the EFCC.
No, I cannot. No, you're making a mistake. I respect EFCC as an agency of government.
Yes.
But EFCC does not want to respect the rule of law. That's the point I'm making. EFCC is trying to create a sort of anarchy. You celebrate the court judgment of you convicting or the court convicting former governors. Yame, Dare, and other people. Every time I see Magu and Co. celebrating the judgment. What about those judgments of courts that said you can't do this? Have you respected the courts? So you think that we are fools when the court gives judgment that supports you? You celebrate the courts. When the court give judgment, they say, no, don't do this. You disobey them. And then you think we will allow you to do that? That's the point we are trying to make.
I'm glad that we agree that the essence of following the rule of law should be paramount to everything else, including politics. But I want to end on this note. I recently watched you and your predecessor, Right Honorable Chibuke Ochime-Amechi, the Minister of Transportation, in the same gathering. This hasn't happened in quite a long time. You both were in church to say your farewell to your Attorney General, who just recently passed away. Is there hope in sight? Is there any hope of you both finally making up for the betterment of Rivers people?
No, what do you mean making up? Don't personalize this issue.
You both were very good friends.
No, with all due respect to you, our mentor was Dr. Peter Ogle. And as I speak to you today, I still hold that. He was the man who did everything politically for all of us to grow. And I continue to thank God that he's alive, who has mentored us, and I give glory to God. But the point is that, what do you say we met? We didn't meet. I came to a church. My son died. I wish everybody knows that he was very close to me. He served the government of the state. He served the people of the state. There's one death, as I speak to you, that's very painful. So I came there. When I came there to the church, somebody told me I didn't know. But he left the church and went to the political campaign. On that same day, tell me.
But do you believe he was trying to extend an arm to
you? It's not correct. He played politics with the death of my Attorney General.
So are you saying he shouldn't have been there?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Assuming you are paying by the death of the Attorney General of the state. Who's your younger brother? He's in your party. Was buried with his own younger brother. That they went for a campaign.
Your Excellency, wouldn't you agree with me that if you, as an individual, and Rotimi as an individual, put your differences aside, River State will be more secure, more prosperous?
No, don't say put at what differences. You make mistake and personalize it. What differences?
What advice would you give to your brother governor in Lagos State, Akinwumi Ambode, giving his rift with his political godfather?
I will tell him to resist it. If it is correct, I'll say to resist it. I mean, why people should understand in life that when God has given you an opportunity to serve the people, you're not only serving people as a governor, you must serve to protect the interests of the people. It's unfortunate. I'm not saying it's correct, but assuming I will not agree.
Protect the interest of the people. That's a fine place to leave it, Your Excellency. Thank you so much for your time. Don't forget to follow us on social media at The Osasu Show, at TOS TV Network, at Osasu Igbinajon on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Visit our website, www.tostvnetwork.com, for news and current affairs and sustainable development across Africa. I'll see you same time, same place next week, and until then, God bless you.